is mixing it up every run. It's good to see. He's got a few different lines. That was a gnarly backside ollie into the deep. Oh, nose kick. Really good run going right now by Alex Sorgente.
1 second left.
Taking the front foot off into the shallow end. That's a solid 30 seconds by Alex Sorgente. He had an early fall on the kickflip Indy on the second run, so I know he's happy to get that one in the bag. That was the last trick right there, just finishing the time.
Right now, he hasn't had a run, but he stayed on the whole 30 seconds.
Yeah, Murillo needs one right now. He's with team number 2 right now from qualifying second yesterday. He's been going full speed attack, but so far hasn't been able to stay on his board. But he makes the massive frontside air now.
I really want to see a full run by Murillo.
Wow. Smith grind like 20 feet into the shallow end.
Holding on to that. He wants this. He wants this bad. Frontside, tail slide,
Just
over.
coming off again on the tail slide over the channel. That is such a gnarly line. Murillo's not able to put it together yet. Look at the replay of the Smith grind though. Just extended, super locked in.
He's only got 2 to go. Speaking, he jumped off his last one. Fell offside. That frontside boneless. Here is 6.Pedro's. This is his backyard.
Look at that.
Huge backside air, Neil.
Haven't even seen Pedro do airs in that pocket. That's a different line than I've seen anyone do all week.
Do you see the ollie up the channel? He didn't even, it wasn't transition.
Everything he does is impossible, man. Look at this. Shallow to shallow transfer, still hanging on.
He had his tippy toe. He had his toes on that only. Pulled his foot back. Pedro, alley-oop. Frontside tail
That's
slide.
what everyone's here to see. Backflip into the shallow.
Okay.
That's why Pedro Barros has won the X Games. He's won this event. He's won the Bolarama. He's won the Protect Pool Party. He's only 18 years old and he's won everything in
Neil,
skateboarding.
look at the crowd there. This is the frontside alley-oop. That's what the crowd wants to see. Unbelievable. Here he is, just trying to go for a little frontside flip at the end. Coming off, he knew his run was done.
That was just a little bonus extra credit at the end. Amazing run by Pedro Barros.
You know what I like about this, Neil, is that he's got 2 runs left. Now, he can do whatever he wants. He knows he's probably got a winning run in there. He's just gonna have fun with it.
It's gonna get mental. And how about this guy, V. Caquino? He's been killing it all day. Massive in the air, almost over rotating.
Frontside 5-0. Absolutely hooking with speed. Backside 50. Into a Smith grind. That little Murillo line and Pedro both got that too. 5-0.
Oh, just hanging up and still making it. Oh my gosh,
Oh, wow.
that was a hard slam.
I
by
think he
V.
might have hit his head there.
Wow.
That's a tough one.
I'll tell you what, V has, the last few runs, V has gone for some stuff that he normally would have jumped off of. That was a heel flip ending, and he just went straight almost to his face, the whole front side of his body, his chest.
It looked like to me he didn't actually, hopefully he didn't hit his head, but when he came down pretty hard there, I think he must be winded.
Yeah,
whenever you hit like that, it's like, it's a tough one.
We got some replays right here. There's the tricky line into the shallow end. There's the 5-0 where he almost hung up. He's had a few really good runs. Hopefully he's okay to finish out this heat.
He just
Here's the slam right here. Heel flip Indy, not quite coming around.
Oh. Andre and Pedro Barros, the 2 first guys to to see if he's okay down there. He's fine. I think he just got a little winded.
That's one where...
no facial damage to the moneymaker, though.
Yeah, that's good to see. I'll tell you what, when you fall like that, you can even hit your privates, and that's not a good one.
A little bit of pain on his face to get. I'm sure we'll see him for a couple more runs. All right, Japinia back in. This kid has been ripping. I don't know how the kids are going to deal with this amateur section.
He's got a little Alex Sorgente style saran wrap. This kid's got more energy than anyone. Going for the McTwist, just coming off right there. Looked like he just lost the back foot there on the McTwist, but...
All right, Pedro just giving some tips there to Keegan Palmer as he drops in. Huge 540. Oh!
Wow, that was a 540 on the hip.
Back-to-back fives. I wonder if that's what Pedro was talking about. That's his little team member here in group number 1.
I've never seen anyone even try a 540 right there.
I don't think you can unless you're 3 foot. Come on now.
That is so sick. Yeah, Keegan. We got the Masters starting off right now. Marco Cruz for team number 3 with a feeble grind backside. Stalefish just getting away from Marco Cruz right there. He had a solid first couple runs.
It's still really humid out here. The guys are jumping off. 5 runs is a lot of runs out here.
Yeah, and they started off hot, man. The first couple runs, everyone was making full runs, which means, you know, you skate that much, you're going to be winded by the end of your heat.
Yeah, definitely the legends. Grosso and the boys want a little bit more time.
Once again, thanks everyone for tuning into the webcast. If you want to hashtag Skate Generation on Twitter or Instagram, we've got people checking that out. Corbin and my phones don't work. There's no Wi-Fi. There's no cell service up here in the jungle. But our people are checking it out, and they're bringing it to us. And Dozinho just going down in the shallow end, but he's still smiling. That's what this event's all about.
Check out a couple of replays. There's a little backside there.
We call that one a crooked cop, where you fold your front leg over.
Here's the lip slide. I think it was like a 5-0, went to lip slide, tried to bring it in.
And then he realized there's no flat bottom in that section.
Father versus son. Father is back in the bowl.
Father just pulled his son out of the bowl after getting the wind knocked out of him. Oh, and Leo just going down on the board slide.
Maybe it's fatigue setting in now. It's these guys are struggling with it, not being able to hold on to runs, but a lot of them as well. A lot of these riders have held on to some of their best runs.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they could put in to mix it up or add a little flavour.
Guys are trying harder stuff now. You kind of, you know, your first run in the jam, you kind of take a conservative run to get one under your belt. Now these guys that have made a couple runs are trying harder tricks.
Pat Noho is back in the Legends division to start us off. He got 3rd yesterday, so he is in team number 3.
I want to do just like frontside carves through the shallow looking like Pat Noho, just like that. Then I'd be happy.
Same. Pat, what's he got going on here? Frontside rolling. Going for a little manual. I think he's done. He's cruising.
That's it for Noho.
This is the 4th run for all the guys here in the Red Bull Skate Generation.
Grosso show's coming in again. Man, it's been great to see Grosso down here this year. He's been coming to Pedro's for a couple years. Lives in Costa Mesa, California. Spends a lot of time at the Van Skate Park at the block skating the combi pool. A couple other new pools in his area. The new Vans off the wall skate park in Huntington Beach. Grosso's going to be spending a lot of time there. Dropping straight into the shallow with the long 50-50 that he's known for. The frontside air over the channel into the shallow. Nice little line there. Grosso
Mixing up his lines here, Neil.
One of the best inverts in the business. Grosso has all the invert variations.
Yeah.
Grosso's killing it right now. Oh, foot plant just holding on. You survived again, my friend. Don't have a heart attack now. We need a couple more runs out of you. Look at that invert. So tall, the cameraman lost it.
I like how Christian just always is laughing at Grosso. Christian is always just in stitches the whole time. Like, look at this guy.
The good thing is Grosso is laughing at Grosso.
And I've noticed the guy with the airplane camera down there has got it in his hands, so Grosso goes nowhere near it.
Krishna Soy in for another run, taking the foot off on the backside air. One of our favorite lines right here, the forward slide to ollie over the channel. Straight into the lean to tail. Style points like a Soy always has. Lip slide. Body jar hitting the tail. Soy's got a solid one going right now. Frontside 5-0 around the corner in the shallow and a back D to end it. That's going to be time and a body jar on the tricky hit right there. Great run by Krishna Soy. Team number 1 with Pedro and Christian looking super strong right now.
That's what Christian wanted.
Oh, that's such a tricky place to slap the tail right there. Straight into the layback. Alex Sorgente, big one-footer. Full speed attack right now. I love how he pumps down the waterfall. Both feet came off right there. Boneless into the shallow. Sorgente going crazy right now.
He's got a mixed bag of tricks, doesn't he?
Yeah, he knows he's got to really turn it up to hang with Pedro and Murillo and the crew. Taking it to the shallow end right now, grinding into the deep. And a people to fakey. Half cap, ollie to blunt, solid run, Alex Sorgente. He's got grind for life on his grip tape.
All right, this guy right now, about to drop in. After we see the replay here, the half cap.
Oh, that is so gnarly. Just hanging there for a second before popping into fakie.
Such a crazy spot to do it.
That is, man. There's no flat on that wall. The whole thing is just a big corner. So yeah, that's a really tricky place to do a blunt to fakie, especially half cabbing into it.
All right, so he's had 3 runs. This is Murillo. He's fallen off all of them so far. The crowd is well and truly behind him.
It's been fun to watch, man. Even when he falls, it's fun to watch. And he almost fell that time also.
I just want to see one of those runs from yesterday. It'd be so sick.
You know what? His legs are just getting to him right now, man. He is nervous after having a couple falls. He never falls on that backsmith in the deep right there. Murillo just kind of cracking under the pressure right now.
His nerves have maybe just got better in him at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's finals time. Look who he's skating against right now. There's a lot of heavy hitters and guys that he's looked up to for years and years. It's not easy to get out there and like skate against amongst these guys.
And that frontside air, even the one that he made, he probably shouldn't have made it, man. He was all twisted and hung up, and that thing was...
Here we are. It is the local boy. This is his backyard. These people are cheering for him. He's doing it for Vans and Red Bull. This is 6.Pedro's. Frontside air over the channel. Look at the speed. Oh!
Going for a 360 transfer. I've never seen him even try that before.
Wow.
Pedro had an insane last run, so he had a little bit of flexibility to try something right there.
Oh, there it is.
It's so gnarly that he can even get speed for that line just out of the flat wall frontside grind.
I wonder if he's ever tried that before.
Pedro just gets speed, you know, where mere mortals cannot.
This is the 5th and final run. He went down and lost his breath. last time. Hit his helmet too. Obviously didn't do any damage. He's back out there.
Oh, but you know what? After you take a slam like that, you don't want to commit to something that's a little bit sketchy right there. Coutinho's going to take a little rebate right now, but just falling off on that first indie air right there. It's great to see that he's okay, though, after that slam. Layback back Smith, that was pretty stylish.
Very stylish.
Doing it for team number 3. He had an amazing first 3 runs in the finals today, so he's gonna put some points on the board for his team for sure. I think this kid is more energetic than anyone in the contest. He's so amped to go. Looked like he was going for a McTwist his last run. We'll see if he's going for that again.
I'd be that amped too if I've nailed 4 runs like he has.
Here it is, going upside down. Oh, and the back foot just coming off again. Haven't seen him make any of those in practice. I think that might be a new one for him. But then again, I hadn't seen him make the kickflip indie over the channel in practice. And he did that, no problem.
All right, he qualified first yesterday. Keegan Palmer coming out of Australia. What's he got for us?
Keegan's got to put a solid one together to hang with V. Oh, just coming off. There's the 540 on the hip. He's the only one in the contest doing that. And how about a hand for the 10-year-old? Wow. I can firmly say we're going to see this kid in the pro division in years to come. He's only 10 years old. Great skating all week by Keegan Palmer. He qualified first in the amateur division. Had a couple falls that might hold him back in the finals. We got Marco Cruz's name on the screen, but we got Pedro Barros taking a couple practice runs.
He's pretty much allowed to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
It's his house.
Exactly.
All right, these are the last runs.
Looks like Keegan's trying one more. I think Pedro was like, Keegan, we want to see the 540 on the hit. 540 on the flat wall. And there's the 540 on the hit. It's after the contest. The judges aren't even watching. But the entire crowd and all the competitors are super stoked. Keegan Palmer just landed a perfect McTwist on the hit.
Oh my Lord. Are you kidding? Check this out. Look at this little whippersnapper.
Wow, that is such a gnarly spot. He had his hand in the air before he had even rolled away completely.
Everyone just wants to skate jam format now. I can tell everyone they're hungry.
All rules have broken down right now. Everyone's just going. Marco Cruz. Now, this is the guy whose name we have on the screen and is supposed to be going. But I'm glad that that little session right there went down because I wanted to see the 540 on the hit. Oh, fakey lean grab just getting away from Marco right there. Great skating by him all day. One of the drop dead crew, been doing it on the vert ramps of Brazil for years.
Sun has just gone down behind the mountain behind us. Perfect skating conditions. He's dropped off a little.
Tozinho's in for his last run right now. He's got some really cool lines, man. The trail slide he did over the channel earlier. Oh, just coming off on the Madonna. Come on, get a rebate. All the other kids have jumped on the rebate. Tozinho had a couple solid runs there at the beginning of the heat, though, so he's going to have a solid score on the board for group number 2 that he's representing. But this was our first place qualifier in the Masters division, Leo Coutinho. Spent a lot of time. He's been living here the last few years, going for the finger flip to Indie Air. That's the Steve Caballero special. He had to throw that out for Cab. Cab, I hope you're watching. Cab didn't make it down to Brazil this year, but Leo right there going for the finger flip to Indy. Didn't quite get the grab on the other side. I like it. Now that all the guys know they only got one more run, everyone's dropping in and trying tricks in between each guy.
Trying to warm those legs up so they just don't blow it for the 5th and final run. Alright, so here he is. This is the man who's supposed to be in right now. This is his last run. This is Pat Noho coming out of Venice Beach. Little frontside air, pumping around that tight corner. Backside air in the deep end. Back to back. Mr. Consistent, we like to call him. Manual. Oh! He's done it!
Kept the front wheels up.
The whole time he's been trying to get that one. Screams to the crowd.
Oh, he was trying so hard to keep those front wheels up. I can't wait to see the replay of that one.
Check it out.
Backside air on the flat wall. Look at this. Let's see if the front wheels stay up. The manual.
I think he just gets it.
He's losing his speed. It's slowing down just a little bit.
No,
Oh, he made it.
So good.
Wow. And to pull off the acid drop with straight legs like that and not slam into the bottom is a feat in itself.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love the Grosso show. He's made a few solid runs. The crowd loves him. He loves playing with the crowd. And when he's skating good, it is so fun to watch. Heavyweight division, definitely the points leader.
For sure. Grosso. Lofty little backside air.
Best style on the back foot on the backside air right there. As solid as it comes. Oh, to this day, I try and do eggplants like Grosso. That's such a stylish one. Grosso told me he was going to do the layback for Dwayne Peters. Dwayne Peters is not down here in Brazil this year. Dwayne used to always come to this event. Grosso told me he was doing the layback rollout for Dwayne. So someone tell Dwayne Peters that Grosso did a layback rollout for him.
Grosso screaming to the crowd. I love it. Look at him. He's hyped on it. They're hyped on him.
Grosso made a few solid runs, man. For team number 2, he racked up some points.
This is it. This is final runs. This is where it all counts. If anyone is going to throw down anything more than they've done, it's going to happen right now. He's doing it.
Christian's from Huntington Beach, California. I also saw Christian out at the new fans skate park, the off-the-wall park in
What's
Huntington Beach.
that park like?
That park is amazing. Christian was killing it even just on the opening day. Nice little clover pool. Christian was one of the first guys to find the airlines in the pool. I was talking to Christian about it. He is so stoked. He's got that new park really close to his house.
He's rocking the half cab shoes. Doing it for Vans. Christian Hosoi is in.
Tweaked out backside air.
It's live.
Oh man, just washing out on the ollie. Looks like Christian's okay. That was a little whiplash style fall. Maybe hitting the hip a little bit. Couple hard slams in this heat.
But you know what? The thing with Christian, he's had a couple of solid runs already, so he could be up there.
Super slow-mo on the backside air. Photographers all got the angle. Looks like Christian is up and walking around, so he's going to be okay walking it off. That's a live shot right now of Christian climbing out of the shallow end.
Murillo.
Yeah, that was a heavy slam. Oh, Murillo just took one also. Christian just washed out a little bit on the ollie over the channel that he had just made all week. These are the last 3 guys. Sorry about that, Corbin.
So good. This is Alex Agente. This is the last run for the pros.
Oh, kickflip Indy. It looked like he was landing so low he had to kick it away at the last second. Oh, man. It looked like the kickflip Indy flipped good. He tries to give it like a little bonus judo kick right here. And watch how low he's landing on the super slow-mo. Kicking the front foot off. He grabs the board okay, but he's landing so low. He jumped off so he didn't pile drive himself into the flat. This is Murillo Perez.
Murillo was just having a little chat to Pedro. That's what it's about. He wants him to have a solid run. No, he's unfortunately fallen again 5 times in a row.
Murillo
was very unlike him.
He was just not able to put it together today, man. The way that he skates, it's just full speed attack. There's no conservative in him. He just goes full blast, full speed the whole time. Hopefully with time, you know, he's a young pro still. He's only 18 years old. Hopefully he'll learn how to control it a little bit better in contests in the future. We all love to watch him skate. He's one of the fastest, highest guys, but didn't quite hold on today.
The guy right now, this is it, people. This is the last rider here in Florianopolis. This is his backyard. This is Pedro Barros.
Corbin, do you think he's going to try the 360 transfer?
I just got goosebumps right then. He is going for it. Look at that. Sailfish
540 way over your head.
If there's anyone who knows how to turn it on for a crowd, it is this kid. 18 years young and absolutely killing it. It's hard to beat him at any bowl contest in the world. Look at him over the channel there, front side there. What's he going for here? Yeah.
Oh, just washing out. We'll take that as a make. Pedro, it's your backyard.
I guarantee he's going to go for it again. Watch out. He wants it. He's going to put a show on for everyone who came. 1,500 people packed into the mountain here, screaming.
Look at this replay. Sailfish 540.
Tucked up. Look at that.
It's about 10 feet high on one of the gnarliest pools ever. Look at this line right here. Frontside tweak from shallow to shallow and just lands so low that he just washes out. Jumps back on, says, I'm still on.
Here we go. I've seen Pedro. He's had a chat to the boys. Out of the way. Look at this.
The contest is over and the crowd is just standing and chanting for Pedro. They don't want Pedro to stop right now. This is bonus for the crowd. Contest is over. Setting up with the frontside 5-0. And going for the 360 transfer. Hopefully Pedro will try that again. But that is it for the Red Bull skate generation. The contest is over. This is bonus time right here. This is Murillo Perez putting on a little show. Murillo wasn't able to make the full run. There's a perfect Smith grind into the shallow. I could watch it, Murillo and Pedro just skate this bowl all day.
Oh, couldn't you ever? These guys.
Oh, look at that.
Just got this bowl on lockdown. So what's happening now is the judges have got a really hard decision. They're going away to try and work it out, what they're going to do. There's a lot of great skateboarding there, Neil. What's your picks? What are you thinking?
Man.
Grosso was a standout. Hosoi was great. Pedro, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone kind of stuck one run over the 5.
Remember some of the guys from the first heat also, but right now we're going to throw it down to our man Charles on the deck of the pool. He's with Christian Hosoi right now.
Exactly, Neil. I'm with Christian Hosoi. Is it every year getting better and better?
Every year is definitely getting better and better. I mean, the energy here is second to none. Like, Pedro, I mean, just last run, stomping it for the... I mean, the crowd brings it out of you, but really it's Brazil. It's the energy that they bring to skateboarding that is so just charismatic and just so infectious. You know, when I come here, I just feel like skateboarding. I don't feel like working. I don't feel like doing, you know, a bunch of things that is, you know, my job. It's about having fun. It's about getting together with people you've skated with for 30, 35 years. And me coming here for 28 years to see some of the same people that I've seen here entering the contest, supporting skateboarding is truly just, you know, it's like a family reunion for me, but also for skateboarding, it's an inspiration for around the world. Everywhere should learn from the passion that Brazil has for skateboarding and take that and apply it to the business, and I tell you, they have much better time.
And how is it to see kids like with 10 years old right on the ball?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, these kids are doing 540s on the hip and making it look easy. Keegan was, I mean, just smooth, going high, you know, and when I think of skateboarding, that's what I think of. Going high, smooth style, and to see a lot of the kids adapt and add style and smoothness fast to their skateboarding. And now with all the tranny and all the pools out, all the skate parks, we're seeing a lot of kids wanting to be vert, pool, tranny skaters, and they can skate street, you know? So I tell you, it's amazing to see the next generation. Speaking of generations, this is skate generation, and to see it represented well, I mean, it's cool to see kids like Keegan like do stuff like that, because it sends a message around the world, like, you gotta step it up. Wherever you're at, you gotta step it up.
Thank you very much. Now, Jeff Grosso. Was this afternoon the Grosso time?
I tried to do my best. I always try to do my best. I run really hot and cold. I'm either on or I'm completely off, and the older I get, it seems like the more time I'm off.
And how was the crowd this afternoon?
The crowd here is amazing. Brazilian skateboarding, it's off the chain. So, these guys are out of their trees. Super good energy, super passionate. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Grosso. Neil Corbin.
Thanks very much, Charles. And you know what? They both said it really there, Neil. Christian Assoy and Jeff Grosso. They said it's the passion. It's the feeling that you get here. It's not as if you're actually like coming to a normal contest and there's time limits and all this. It is like that here, but at the end of the day, it's fun and it's a bit more of a party and everyone's relaxed, and that's what it's about.
And it's cool to hear them, talk about the crowd interaction, and it's worth saying the crowd really loves those guys. Just seeing how excited some of the old skaters were to see Hosoi and see Grosso. The love goes both ways, man. It's great to see those guys out here.
Absolutely. Charles is back down again. Who have you got with us?
Keegan's, it's a fantastic adventure for your first time here. Is this dream come true?
Yeah, it is a dream come true, man. It's so fun coming here.
And are you going to be here next year? What's your dream?
I'm definitely going to come here next year.
And how can you do the tricks? Where do you know your trick is only 10 years old?
I try to go high, really high.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Charles. That's what a 10-year-old sounds like.
It sounds like a 2-year-old. Is that guy really doing back-to-back 540s? Unbelievable. Keegan, hail to you, buddy. You skated really well. Whatever you come today, you were ripping. I mean, the amateurs, as Christian said, it sends a message to kids around the world. This is what 10-year-olds are doing. And if you're not skating hard or being passionate or trying to get to that level, hey.
But it's amazing, just, the generations now, there's more skate parks than ever, there's more facilities for kids to get this good, and so, the world is going to be full of Keegan Palmer type kids in a couple years.
I can't wait to see that.
Here's a replay right here, a couple of Keegan's tricks, there's a perfect McTwist. At 10 years old. They didn't even make kids like that when I was growing up. I don't even think I looked at a skateboard until I was like 12 or 13. But
Wow.
Now you go to...
Sheckler was very similar. Ryan Sheckler was like at the contest, and by 13, I think it was, he won his X Games medal. One of the youngest competitors ever to win an X Games medal.
Some replays of Pat Noho right there. There's Grosso. Watch this 50-50 to fakie. This is one of my favorite tricks of the entire contest. Locked in, grinding about 12 blocks right there. Taking it to fakie. Almost hanging up the front truck. Man style 50-50 to fakie by Jeff Grosso. Super slow-mo of Krishna Soy. Patented back arm style. This is live right now. This is live. Pedro Barros still going for the 360 transfer. Contest has been over for 10 minutes, and Pedro's still trying this trick that he's never done before.
Hey, you said before, I can't believe that he's trying to do that out of a frontside grind. Are you kidding me?
I guess.
Enough speed to get over that thing? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he's the only one that's doing that transfer, and he has such an ability to pump speed out of anything.
He's trying to one-up himself by just airing it. He's trying to 360 it. Big shout out to all the sponsors here today. The Red Bull Skate Generation is sponsored by Vans and G-Shock, and it's also supported by Vogue Drop, Vulcan, and CBSK. And without all those sponsors, it wouldn't have been possible to put this event on in Andre and Pedro Barros' backyard.
It's cool to see that those are a lot of Pedro's personal sponsors also supporting this event, so it's cool to see there's Keegan Palmer on the replay doing the 540 on the hip. That's the one that he just came off on. He ended up making that later, but cool to see Pedro's sponsors. This is a live look right now. Pedro's going for the 360 again. Here's the setup. Oh man, and that is a scary get off right there, jumping all the way to the flat. You got a whole row of photographers lined up to try and capture this. It's never been done before. Contest is over. Judges are working on results right now. Pedro's still putting on a show for the crowd.
A little slow-mo at the moment is Alex Gente.
Alex had a great showing all week, qualified in 3rd position in the pro class. That was a really gnarly cut. There was a lot of good guys that didn't make it. Josh Gordon didn't make the finals. Fognino didn't make the finals. Alex Perelson, a lot of top pros from around the world. Alex Sorgente squeaked in there in 3rd place and put on a hell of a show all week.
I ended up only getting in late on Friday night, and I missed a lot of Grayson Fletcher and Rainey. I would love to see those guys, all those guys battle it out in this pool.
Look at this slow-mo right here of the high-speed eject by Pedro. This guy's like a cat, man. You can just be in any position and Pedro can find his knees, and that is a gnarly one. 360 all the way, shallow to shallow. He's trying it again right now, off screen.
Oh, just hit the coping there. I don't know how many goes he's got in him to try and do this.
Look at this. We got some results on screen. Hopefully you didn't see it, because they haven't announced it yet.
That mightn't have been the results. It might have been like the placings for the teams.
Or maybe it was just a test.
Yeah, there you go. Little whippersnapper doing it for Hurley.
Keegan Palmer making the 540 on the hip. That was the one that Pedro and the guys got him to try after the time.
As I said, Neil, I don't think anyone could actually do that. I think you have to be that small to do it.
Look at that. That's a cool slow-mo of a bail. I love this. Hopefully this is the manual that NoHo made. There was one here where he just barely squeaked by. Keep the front wheels up and make the manual.
This is the live feed. This is not the contest. Pedro is just going for a trick that's never been done before.
Oh, man. He's just coming up short, and if you flip that coping coming in, that is not going to feel good. Pedro just unbuckled the helmet. He might be done for the day. He's been skating all day. There's the end of a patented Grosso eggplant. The big man himself.
Mind you, he's been skating for all day, every day, probably for the last 5 days here. I mean, all the international riders have come into town for basically they come in for the whole week. They need to get over jet lag. They need to work out the bowl. This is one of the bowls that you need to kind of work out too. You can't just get here. It's not perfect. It's like a swimming pool, you know?
You cannot jump straight into this bowl and figure it out. It was really, really tricky. And these guys in the finals did a great job of adapting. There's a replay right now of Alex Sorgente. Kickflip Indy. This might be the one on his 5th and final run that he went down on.
We are going to throw it down to Charles right now.
Yeah, we're here with Alex Argente. Alex, fantastic experience once again for the 4th time here in Brazil.
Oh man, it was awesome. I just love coming here to Florianopolis and just having a fun skate and skating with all your friends and freaking just killing it. It was so good.
How is it to skate with like legends?
Oh, you know, excuse me. Oh, you know, like I always watch their videos like Grossos and Christians, and I've always looked up to those guys. and it always like amps me up to watch all their stuff, and I just get so stoked skating with them because it's cool seeing them do tricks that they invented back in the day. That's super cool.
Thanks, Alex. Corbin, Neil.
Thanks very much, Charles. Yeah, it's pretty cool for those guys to look up to all the riders, and you know, they looked up for years and years, and now they're skating with them, and that's what Red Bull Skate Generation is about. It's about bringing skateboarders together no matter what age it is.
And I know that Christian Grosso and those guys are stoked on Alex Sorgente and the new generation. You know, you heard them say it in the interview. They're so stoked to see the level that those guys are taking skateboarding, and they're taking the tricks that they invented back in the day and taking them to a whole new level.
Absolutely. We have got a few replay clips going on right now while we are waiting for the results of the Red Bull Skate Generation here in Florianopolis in Brazil. I'm Corbin Harris doing it here with Neil Hendricks. We'd like to thank Red Bull and Vans for bringing us out. It's been an amazing weekend. Look at Pedro on the screen. I think Bob did that a few years ago, didn't he? To Fakey, he did that one on Vert.
That was when Pedro was going for the 360, didn't quite have the speed, so he put on a little show for the photographers.
Having a little fun with it.
I don't know what it is in Portuguese, but in English we call that the sack tap. Grosso, the big eggplant right there. Biggest ones out there. Super slow-mo of Krishna Soy with the nose grab backside, going from deep to shallow. I love the vibe of this event, man. It doesn't even feel like a contest. It feels like a backyard barbecue with your buddies. The guys are still skating 15 minutes after the contest has ended. Judges are working on the results right now.
Speaking of barbecue, I wouldn't mind a little something for dinner.
A little Brazilian barbecue sounds good right now.
Hey, Pedro is in the bowl. You can't see it right now, but he's going for the backside 360 again. Just coming off. It seems like you need so much speed for that, and after skating like he has for days on end, I don't know how he could do that, but
look at this replay right now. Pedro upside down, 10 feet out.
Little Keegan in. Look at him going for it here. I can't believe he did back-to-back 540s. Alright guys, we are going to go to a little feature on Wings for Life. It is about people running for spinal cord awareness and injury around the world. Red Bull's putting it on. Everyone is running around the world at the same time for awareness. So let's check it out right now.